let's talk about the game that's lined up. No big shock here in terms of the announced game time, considering that it's not a Saturday game, it's a Sunday game. So we pretty much knew it was going to be a primetime deal at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. LSU, Florida State, 7:30 Eastern, ABC. Need to show up, show out, prime time, just like last year with Notre Dame, opening weekend, the only game on the slate. So it's not a Saturday, it's a Sunday. So that's the one game. So you want to watch college football or any football on that Sunday night, everybody's going to be watching FSU, Logan. So,
ooh, that's tough. That puts Norvell into a extra. If he wasn't already and some deep pressure here to bring in 7-8 wins this season, let's go ahead and start off the season and kick it off big against LSU, which, kind of think maybe both teams are in the fair spot. This might be a fair, even game. I think the line right now is -3.5 for LSU, favoring them. A lot of that can change, blah, blah, blah. But at least you would think, though, you wouldn't think about it 3 years ago, but with third-year coach Mike Norvell, don't try not to add in the COVID year and all that kind of stuff. But, Brian Kelly coming in his first year, you would think Florida State has an edge here, but it might not be the case so much. I mean, we'll talk a whole lot more about it. I know that we're hoping to have a guest on that has a lot more insight to what's going on in Baton Rouge and the state of the program there and what Kelly is trying to do. But, Florida State has faced Brian Kelly multiple times. And like we just said, and you said, Mark, starting the show off, Florida State faced him last year and, came very, very close with coming away with a win. And that was, second year true, I think first true year for Mike Norvell. And for that to have that beginning of a season, it is nice to see because Florida State has had a really rough patch and starting off their seasons, definitely in neutral site games. But going back to really, week 0, Florida State, I think this is a really good spot for them. I'm not a big fan, and I know the slate of games the next couple of years, Florida State is going to have a really big lineup of opponents that they're going to have to face. And, that is something that is scheduled 5, 6, 7, sometimes 10 years in advance, yada, yada, yada. But for Florida State to start with week 0 against Duquesne, and then you understand what you're kind of working with there. And I think Florida State's going to have to do a lot of evaluating after that first game and understanding definitely the offensive line and understanding maybe who your best target is at wide receiver. I'm not too worried too much. I won't go too deep into detail about this, but I'm not too worried here of your starting quarterback with Jordan Travis going into a primetime matchup because we've seen that he's been able to deliver in some of those moments. Was he fantastic and all of them? No, but he can be able to go in and deliver as a leader, as a manager down the field and score when needed. So there's a lot of different kind of storylines in this FSU versus LSU matchup that I like, and it's got to be, Brian Kelly's first year and what he can do with the talent there because they still have a really nice amount of talent in Baton Rouge. I don't think there's going to be a problem there, but, Florida State also had the same deal. They had a great talent all around, left and right, offense, defense, and every which area, but couldn't deliver. And some of that goes into coaching. I'll be interested to see if Mike Norvell can come away with one. It's going to be a really fun game to preview. I'm looking forward to being down there that entire weekend. Thank God it's on a Sunday. Get to enjoy a little bit of the festivities down there. I'm sure probably James will be there too. But this sets up for we love prime time. The logo still holds weight out there, which is nice to see.